However, in the beginning, it was not the same as we know our Earth to be today. Tiamat was a particularly special planet, for it was entirely covered with water, the only planet like it in the solar system. It was also quite a bit larger than the Earth is today, approximately the size of Neptune, and it had a different orbit as well. It was a little bit further from the sun, in an orbit that we would locate where the asteroid belt is today, between Mars and Jupiter. Regarding the formation of Tiamat, observations of interstellar clouds and other basic sciences show that hydrogen and oxygen, the building blocks of water, are some of the most abundant elements in the universe. And so it would make sense that as the solar system was forming, there was likely tons of water ice, or at least hydrogen and oxygen, that was getting pulled in from all directions, colliding together and forming into what was likely a rather large field of water ice and other debris, which may have even been partially liquid, solid, and gaseous all at the same time, spinning around in a fury of deadly winds and storm. In a document titled Origin of Water Ice in the Solar System, a scientist of the Lunar and Planetary Laboratory explains that the origin of water ice during planetary formation comes from at least two sources. It condenses beyond a certain distance from the proto-sun, no more than 5 astronomical units, but perhaps as close as 2, and it falls in from the surrounding molecular cloud. This is especially interesting to us as it relates with our theory, because the asteroid belt is 2.2 to 3.2 AU away from the sun, which is where Tiamat was said to be, according to this story. This will also make more sense by the time we conclude our exploration of this theory. Returning to the Babylonian epic, Sitchin goes on to explain that the formation of the following 6 deities in pairs of 2 describe the formation of the other planets in our solar system out of the early debris that spiraled around the sun. The first, for example, Lamu and Lahamu, are believed to describe Mars and Venus. Curiously, the names Lamu and Lahamu etymologically derive from the Sumerian word for war. Sitchin explains that the Mesopotamians knew Mars to be the god of war, and Venus was the god of love and war. And so the concept that Lamu and Lahamu were Mars and Venus fit both mythologically and etymologically. Then Kishar and Anshar form, who are said to surpass or excel beyond Lamu and Lahamu. These were, of course, Jupiter and Saturn. The Babylonians make a special note to describe that Anshar had a firstborn emissary or vizier named Gaga, which is believed to be a particular moon of Saturn, which would one day become Pluto, and we'll look at how that happens momentarily. After that, we have our final 2 deities coming into being, Anu and Ea. Anu is said to represent Uranus, and Ea, Neptune. These 2 are also known by other names, An and Enki, from the original Sumerian telling of the story.